I hope to God that the audio works out the way that I want it to, because I don't think I'm going to be re-recording this. I don't even know what subjects I want to hit on. This is terrible. Hello, YouTube. It has been some time. I've just kind of been non-existent on this platform. This feels weird, man. It feels so bizarre to me, and like it doesn't make sense, because I have been sat in front of a camera streaming live to people. I've got thousands of followers at this point, and why am I finding this weird and awkward? Like I technically do this all the time. I guess it might be because I'm a bit unprepared and I don't really know what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I want this to kind of be my reintroduction to this side of the content creation world. I'm not gonna lie, I've missed it a lot. I mean, I've been streaming for nearly 6 years now, which is kind of a terrifying thought that I have been doing this stuff for such a long time. And if you're watching this, like to date this exact moment, I just put out a Discord ping saying what has been going on over the last few weeks, and particularly this year, because 2024, for some reason, has just not been kind to my brain. Like my mental health has just been in a gutter this entire year. I guess this to an extent is a part of me keeping track and telling the story of me and my recovery with how I feel with myself. And maybe that's something I can do with these vlogs and conversations. We can sort of try and remove the stigma about talking about feeling bad and feeling negative, and we can try and find a way forward to me not to only help other people, but for me to help myself in understanding my thought processes a bit better, but also just trying to find a way to walk forward. Because I think that's the thing that I've been finding the hardest. It's I've not really been able to just put my mask on or you know, put my other faces on and just kind of get on with it. I have been told multiple times over the last 2 years that I wear my emotions on my shoulders. I don't know if this is a bad thing or a good thing. I feel like it's a bad thing, but it might not be. And because I wear my emotions on my shoulders, it's very hard for me to do this whole thing that people have always been able to do, of like, you leave your life, your home life at home, you leave your work life at work, you leave your whatever, and you separate everything into different categories of life, and you kind of get through it that way. And I've always struggled with that. Like, I've always struggled with the idea of kind of dividing my personality into different areas of my life. And if you're watching this and you do anything like that, by all means, let me know what your experiences are, because my first-hand experience is that it's horrible. Like, I can't just go to work and not think about my personal life, or, you know, my friends and family, or be at home and not think about my work life, because it's all one and the same. And I think that's why I've gotten so frustrated with streaming and content creation, because it's not that I've fallen out of love with it, it's that I have struggled to realize where I fit into the larger story that is the streaming services and the broadcasting services like Twitch and like YouTube and TikTok and all these different platforms that give so many people free speech and expression of self that's just beyond anything else, and it's beautiful to see. Yet I seem to neglect myself from being able to do that. It's just weird. It's just weird how my thought processes have been, and my brain has been thinking, and quite honestly, I'm gonna wing it. That's how I've pretty much always done content. And I keep thinking about the early days when I was first vlogging and talking about my high school life and things like that, and I'm like, where did that spark go? Where did that idiotic teenager who just had so much energy and passion for so many different things go? Like, I've developed so many issues revolving around my stance on content creation and streaming and broadcasting, and I love it, and I think that's what hurts most out of all of it. I've realized that I've just been talking for like what I can read on the camera is like 7 minutes or so, and haven't actually spoken about why I'm making this video. And part of it is because I need an outlet. I need a different outlet from streaming. I love Twitch, but putting my sole passion into that has been probably the worst thing to do, because I've just solely focused on that one platform and not grown anything else. And quite honestly, I think it's about time that I do this. And last year, a few of you might remember, I put out a reel that was in the short form content that was me sort of saying that I was going to come back into content creation and streaming in 3 different phases. And I was watching this the other day, kind of like trying to figure out where I'm going to be going with things. And I remember I was like, I had a plan. I had a bit of a plan. It was all winging it, but I had a bit of a plan, and I was going to come back to streaming. I was going to be doing charity streams. I was going to release merch. To be honest, I should apologize to the greater community because I've been sitting on merch for 2 years plus. Anyway, besides the point, I was going to do everything. I was going to come back to vlogging. Like, this is something that is a year delayed. I mean, it's many years delayed, but it's a year delayed from the plan that I had in mind of coming back. And this is technically my phase 3. And, you know, there's no time like the present. And I keep on watching things and sort of seeing stories and stuff like that about people who kind of come to a realization that they just need to get things done. And I think that's the best way to look at things, that we don't know when something might happen, especially in the chaotic world that we're living in right now, and it is scary, it's fucking terrifying. But because of that, sitting around waiting for something to happen means that you're just gonna live life without getting anything done. So I'm trying to relearn this philosophy of life is short, so make something out of it. And I don't know what that something is going to be, and I might look at this video a few years down the line and go, what the fuck was I talking about? But better now than never. So this past weekend, I spent some time at WASD. I'm making a bigger video about that. And I don't know what my release schedules are going to be, but in my process of returning to this platform in particular, it's going to be sort of relearning my scheduling, relearning editing as well, because I haven't edited properly in a very long time. So I want to release some more videos. I don't know what the content formats are going to be on this platform altogether. I want to do long form content again. I think I want to kind of start with a cleanish slate. So if you're watching this and you're new to this, to me, to my streams, to my content, you'll probably be thinking, oh, this guy has just uploaded his first video. That's what I want you to think. And my other videos will be available, but I'm gonna have them as unlisted playlists that subscribers of the Twitch channel can access through Discord. I might try and fine print that in some way so that it's not just subscribers of the Twitch channel, like there's some way or another that people can access those older videos. And I'm gonna just kind of make content as I go along, so any suggestions that are left on YouTube comments, like if you guys leave any suggestions on this video, I'll look through them and I'll try and think of things to kind of talk about, and I hope that's not being picked up by the microphone. But yeah, find things to talk about, find sort of subjects to make videos on. General vlogging content, like going to events and stuff. Like I said, I've just gone to WASD, so there'll be a video going live, hopefully no more than a week from now. We all know what my scheduling is like, so that's probably not going to happen. My point being is that WASD video, the vlog, is going to be going up, and I've spoken to a few developers when I was there, so I'm hoping to kind of include that into the video and talk a little bit about all of that stuff. I borrowed some equipment, so I might make a video on the equipment that I used at WASD. Future events like Insomnia, I'll be wanting to film the entire weekend. I'll make content with people whilst I'm there. If I get to do things like TwitchCon, or things like maybe like format, or if I get to do format, or if I get to get involved with Creator North. But I'd like to sort of vlog them and sort of talk about them and like take you guys with me so you guys can all see the environment and the spaces. And especially if I'm DJing, that would be sick to have DJ footage on the middle of vlogs. Which, speaking of DJ footage, I do want to have a DJ set series on YouTube, and I don't know how I'm going to do them. I need to really sort of sit down with people and kind of go, hey, what's your thoughts on this plan, and kind of go that way. Streaming, that will happen probably twice a week. I'm going to start scheduling from next month, which says if I stick to the schedule, fucking brilliant. If I don't stick to the schedule, you guys are allowed to tell me off. Hold me accountable for doing this thing. It's a team effort. You guys gotta help me out. But yeah, all in all, this is gonna be sort of baby steps to returning to everything. And I think the larger plan is sort of me finding the joy in streaming and content creation and making videos, so that I can sort of, and making music actually, I'll add that there, mostly so that I can sort of have that creative outlet and I don't have to live in my head all the time, and like maybe I can use that as an excuse. So if I'm feeling low, I can be like, all right, let's edit a video, or let's make a video, or you know, whatever. I think that's enough rambling. If you have sat through this video and watched the entire thing, I want to say massive thank you. If you're a returning viewer, if you're just turning up from the community on Discord, hey, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for understanding me. And if you're new here, I hope you stick around and enjoy my journey. And if you haven't seen me in 10 years, since I was at school and making videos about anything and everything, hi, let's catch up. Come to one of the streams if you feel like it. And if you don't, just drop by the Discord. Let's have a chat. If you've been here the entire time and you've constantly supported me, I have nothing but gratitude. Yeah. Nothing but gratitude. I've completely forgotten how to do YouTube videos, and hopefully in the future I'm a little bit more organized. But baby steps. Absolutely baby steps. With that, I'm going to push the microphone to the side. We're going to finish. And maybe I'll add this to the end, but hi. Thank you for being a friend.